What's up, guys? So today I'm going to give you 5 tips that are going to make you a much better Ghostface and show you how to use his power and use his stealth to your advantage. I am going to cover Nightshroud, how to use your environment, stalking, using the proper movement, and a last tip that works very well for all killers, so stick around for that. All of these tips are going to have in-game examples so you can see all of my tips and actions so you have a much better understanding of each tip I give. Let's go ahead and hop into tip number 1. The first tip I want to give is very simple, but people sometimes forget to do that at the start of the match, and that is enter Nightshroud. You need to remember that you have no terror radius, and you can be standing up while in Nightshroud. You don't have to be crouched, unlike the pig, where you need to be crouched in order to, hide your terror radius. It's important to do this because they cannot hear you coming, and you can score a free hit while in Nightshroud, and they won't know it's coming. And also, you can pull them off while in Nightshroud, so if you do it right, not only can you score a free hit, but you can also get a down by yanking them off the generator, and also getting a free hook. But let's go ahead and hop into our second tip, and that is using the environment. So the second tip that I'm going to cover is using the environment to your advantage. I have a few examples that illustrate what I am talking about. So right here I am leaning and stalking and using the wall to my advantage. Now you can do this while standing up or while crouched. I would strongly recommend that you do it while crouched and when you're leaning because you blend in better and you are much harder to detect. Now, I noticed that they messed up on a generator, but they have no idea that I am there because of Nightshroud. And even once Nia has figured out that I am there, I almost expose her and I land a free hit on her. And even right here in this example, Meg knows that I'm here, but she either doesn't look at me or she cannot spot me because I am leaning and using the environment around me. Now, even though she knows I'm still here, I am able to mark her, and I'm still in Nightshroud, and I have no terror radius whatsoever. So Meg has no idea where I am or where I am coming from. And even with me missing the first swing, I am still able to get the jump on her and get the one hit down on her. So let's go ahead and jump into tip number 3. When it comes to stalking, you need to be very mindful of not only your movement, but the survivors around you. So let's take a look at a couple examples of what I mean. So I hook Nia that I downed earlier, and then I go away so I can enter Nightshroud, but then I see David going to go get her. Then I start to stalk and follow him, but then I get spotted by Nia and taken out of Nightshroud. Not only do I get a free hit on David because he never seen it coming, but I also down him and hook him. Then, right after that, I crouch and go back into Nightshroud, but I'm spotted. And it turns out it was Meg who spotted me. Being spotted is not a bad thing, because I know where Meg was because of Killer Instinct, which is a feature that is given between Ghostface and Legion, and it gives you an idea of where the survivor who spotted you is. So I hit Meg, and then Nia gets David, and then I get 2 downs, and then a kill, all because I got spotted, and got a hit on Meg, which led to Nia getting David, and me getting the result I got. The point I'm trying to make here is it's very important to be mindful of the survivors around you, and be paying attention to who is around, and not to give up on a chase. If you get spotted, it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter to a degree, but you'll have Killer Instinct to always help you and kind of back you up to, tell you who spotted you, and you can start a chase with them. But let's go ahead and go to our 4th tip, which is about movement. One of the most important things you must learn when playing Ghostface is using the right movement. You will need to move and think like a survivor. You can do everything like a survivor. For example, you can crouch, you can use stealth to your advantage, and you're roughly around the same size as survivors. So use it to get an upper hand on survivors. One thing you will notice in this clip is that I am moving around with purpose, using stealth, and leaning because I know they are around because Meg just got unhooked. So I know they're around, they're in the area, so I just keep, moving around, using Nightshroud, and leaning, trying to find the survivors. Unfortunately, I have no luck right now, but I keep moving and sneaking around the map, using stealth and crouching. Then I get spotted by Meg, and we are able to down her and hook her again. This is why understanding his movement is very important, and why it's important to use it properly. That way you can move around the map very, stealth-like, and you can score, free hits or free downs. But let's go ahead and go to our fifth and final tip of the video. The last tip that I want to talk about, and to me it is the most important tip out of the whole video, and that is to never give up. It's easier said than done, but he is not as simple as Michael or the pig. He is a hybrid between the two that, in the right hands, can be very deadly and just ruin teams. He can be a little bit difficult to play, but if you use the tips I covered, you will be a much better Ghostface and scare survivors into mistakes that you can capitalize on, and you are just going to dominate with him. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a blast making this. I hope these tips helped, and if you have any more tips you want to add, go ahead and add them to the comments. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you really enjoyed it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys later.